Hey guys, Stacie Elliott here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you to a live that I did recently for the best tasting keto mug cake you're ever going to eat. So stay tuned. Hello, good afternoon guys. Coming to you live off of my business page, my fitness page today. So instead of clogging everyone else's newsfeed, I wanted to teach you guys over here, because I know a lot of you guys are more into the low carb lifestyle like I am, how to make a dessert. So I really love this recipe for two main reasons. One, because first of all, if you know anything about me, you know I'm not a baker. I don't bake because I just burn. And so I like something very, very simple. And when I tell you simple, like this can actually be put into the microwave. The second reason I really love this is because it's a low carb option and it's got some really cool like healthy fats integrated into it, right? So we know that carbs equals sugar, and sugar equals inflammation. Sugar also equals, raises in insulin levels, which means, holding on to fat, right? So, hey, Christine. So that's a couple of the reasons I like to stay lower carb. Plus, I just want to say really quick that, guys, the carbs that we run into these days are not what we used to see, right? So when people tell you that they're low carb, a lot of it is because carbs these days are very processed. And when our bodies come in contact with carbs, they seem as foreign entities because they are so processed and so far from nature that our bodies reject them. And this is where that inflammation really comes into play. All right, so I have our ingredients right here on my kitchen table. But basically what you're gonna need is butter, of course, because I love butter. Also, this is a really good one. This is from Costco, and it's really just two ingredients. So it's the pasteurized cream and salt. And I'm not a salt villain. I really like salt, so I like this one. You need baking powder, cocoa. Now this is just plain cocoa. This is not sugar cocoa, right? So you need an egg. You need a form of stevia. This is actually Swerve. This is my favorite one. Again, this is not gonna raise up your insulin levels, shoot them up high, and make you hold fat, right? So, and then coconut flour. So this is an organic one. I really like this one. Oh, and you need a microwave. So guys, look how simple this is, even for someone who does not bake like me. You need like a tablespoon of butter. I don't know what a tablespoon looks like. That looks good. All right. And so then you want to actually melt this. Hey Jerry, how are you? So I'm gonna stick it in my microwave and you just melt it. I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute, whatever that takes for you. Okay, let me get this ready. So the only thing that matters as far as like what you put in next, you do not want to add your egg next. Why is that? Because the butter is going to be really hot, and so you don't want to cook the egg, right? So that's the only thing when you're making this that you don't want. Oh, and I should tell you what we're making. That would be helpful. All right, so we're making a keto mug cake. So it's chocolatey, it's rich, but it's really moist. Like it's a really moist cake. And like I said, you can do it in your microwave, which earns major points for me. So my kids love this. So one of the ways that I utilize this, okay, first of all, I'm not gonna lie. God, my hair, sorry. I'm not gonna lie, we do, I don't know what a tablespoon looks like. That looks about it. We do eat this a lot for dessert, for actual dessert. But also, if you've ever wanted to send your kids to school, like I don't know about your kids, but my kids constantly want cereal and crap every morning, and like how many mornings of a week can you just eat eggs, right? And so my daughter loves this before school. So she's getting that good, healthy, like coconut oil fats and things like that in there. The butter, she's getting stevia instead of that sugar that's going to shoot her up. My daughter is very sensitive to sugar. So it's like a really good option for her for breakfast. So I've really enjoyed that. Okay, I'm going to bring you down here and show you what's going on. So I've got my butter. And I like to swirl it around a little. I feel like, and I don't know if this is like scientific, but I feel like things don't stick as bad. All right, so I've got my tablespoon out. I want a tablespoon of coconut flour. Yes, you can also use almond flour. It's gonna be another great thing to use. Usually you have to like triple for almond flour. That's kind of what I've found. All right, and then you need, so that's done. You also need your cocoa. Like I said, this is just cocoa. Do y'all remember that Friends episode? Nestle Told House? If you do, you'll get it. If not, you should go watch that. All right, so, and then the next thing, so we have our butter, we have our cocoa, we have our coconut flour in there. You need 2 tablespoons of Swerve. If you have used Swerve, let me know in the comments. It is one of my favorite sugar alternatives of all time. It's just the bomb. And now you can really buy it at almost any store. Like this was from Publix. So again, you can get it in the granular form, which is this is, or you can get it in the confectioner kind of form, which I also have. We are fans. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of that. And then you want to get your, and yes, it's all natural. And then you want to get a half a teaspoon of your baking powder. So, half a teaspoon of your baking powder. That looks good. And you dump that in there. Okay. So like I said, you wanted to add your egg at the end because your egg can cook from that really hot butter. So I've kind of mixed this up and I've got my egg a good consistency. And then you just pour it in. I feel like I've made this so many times I don't even need directions. If that gives you any glimpse into how many times I've made this. All right, so now I'm gonna stir it up. And I'll kind of show you what it looks like. It's gonna kind of just form a batter, really. Again, this is a microwavable mug, which hence the name mug cake. You've probably made other things, but for some reason, this consistency, this formula, this is tried and true, friends. Even my daughter likes it, and she is picky. So you want to mix it really, really good, because you don't want like pockets of really like sweet stevia places. And cocoa can be quite bitter, so the stevia gives it a nice flavor, and then the egg helps it fluff up. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You know, it's just like a batter. All right, so uno momento in the microwave. So we're gonna do this. All right, I'm gonna rinse off my fork because, you know, there's raw egg on it. Sometimes my kids will ask me to top it with like chocolate chips or something like that. You can get the sugar-free kind. To me, like, I'm okay with putting a few chocolate chips on there if they're not eating like pure sugar in the dessert. So I feel okay about that. You can also add nuts. Oh. Okay, so this is one thing I learned. I don't have any right now. The other night because it's out. But I also bought some, I had some Halo Top ice cream. That would be perfect to put on top of this. You know, whipped cream or whatever, that would be a great option to put on top of this. So you can kind of build it how you want, but this is the base. Me personally, I love cake. Like, chips and cookies are kind of my thing. So for me, the cake is like plenty. So, okay. And so I just cooked it. And it's like so moist and perfect. And like, you know, you can just stick your fork right in it. It does not stick. Look how moist that is. Oh, I cannot wait to eat this. But like, it comes right off of the cup. Can you see that? Hold on, let me point you down here, sister. All right. So it comes like right off of the cup. Do you see? So it's not sticking, it's not gross, and it's like so moist, you guys. That's 1 minute, and you can see how hot it is too. That is it. Like, those are all the ingredients. And like I said, when you want something sweet, it's a great option. And I personally think this recipe is delicious. Like, I haven't had anybody, sorry about that. So anyway, I've been impressed with this one. Other people have said, oh, it's bitter, blah, 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 but this one's really good. So try it, check it out, share it with your friends, and let me know what you think. This can be done in minutes, especially if you're like me and you like memorize everything. So again, I'm going to cover it again. Okay, 1 tablespoon butter, 1 tablespoon cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon coconut flour. The lid was not on that. That was almost really special. 2 tablespoons of the Swerve, or you could use Stevia, whatever, you know. And then half a teaspoon of the baking powder. And you can, and an egg. Remember to mix the egg up and put in the egg last so it doesn't cook from the hot butter when you've melted the hot butter. That's it. You put it in the mug, you stir it up, stick it in the microwave for a minute, and when it comes out, it's going to come out piping hot, moist, delicious, yummy, and now I'm going to go eat it. So, if you could have smell-o-vision, that would be really helpful. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you guys try it, and let me know what you think. Talk to you guys later.